So today, guys, you join me from the driver's seat of a 2009 Corsa VXR. I'm going to take us down a cheeky B-road because that is what we do on this channel now. Stigma attached to a Corsa VXR. Let's go through that straight away. Basically, I think there's a funny stigma to these cars, and I don't see it. I see that people don't really like the whole limited edition thing, and these do fail if you put silly mods on them, but this one is a pretty much fresh 80,000 mile car with not too many mods on it. This one being, you know, one of the most standard ones that I've ever sat in. I'm actually quite intrigued to see how this one is going. With the pipe across air filter on it, the exhaust system is still catted, it's got the centerpiece cut out, and it's got the remused rear end. That means you still get the beautiful pops and bangs that you want to get out of a Corsa VXR, but you do not get the dreaded terrible reliability that I've heard and seen with my own eyes, because one of my friends had one of these when he was 20 and he dropped piston 3, then piston 4, then the gearbox went, then the clutch went, and then he sold the car. But it's because he was just absolutely abusing the car all day long, and he'd done too much to it, if I'm honest. He hadn't forged it, he just whacked the boost up and hoped for the best. The owner has actually just really put what he feels is right into this car, so it's running around 200 brake horsepower now, and I think that is a good sort of place to put one of these before you start really putting bigger injectors, forging it, bigger turbo and stuff. And obviously that is very price dependent, putting that sort of stuff into one of these cars. So let's talk about price on one of these. You're going to get one for around £4,000 to £6,000 to £8,000, depending on mileage, depending on service history. This one, 80k, full service history, is probably the one you want to buy. If you're looking for one, find one that's had a lot of service history, a lot of new parts, maybe warranty if you want one, because you don't want one of these failing on you. It will be probably an engine out and a new piston. Now, it is a rainy day, unfortunately, today, so I'm going to try and not necessarily push the car to its full ability. It's getting the gist as to the car, and I think these turn in.
Watch my piston 4.
Yeah, watch the piston 4. But basically, you can enjoy these even in the wet. I think they've got a good grip. You know, the chassis feels very tight as you do come into a corner and really sort of throw it about if you want to. The interior, I do really like the interior in these Corsa Ds. With the piano black centre, you've got the flat bottom steering wheel as well, which I'm a pretty big fan of. And the Recaro seat's biggest selling point in one of these is that at the time, I feel that no other real hot hatch, you know, yeah, you can dispute that there was Recaros in other cars. I think these had the best seats on the market. They just work so well with the car, and even today, people are taking these seats out and putting them in other cars. And obviously this has the racing pedigree because it has the little bit right there that tells you that the steering wheel's in the centre. So guys, let's have a quick look round this Corsa VXR. Now I've put her underneath this bridge because it's still raining, but let's have a quick look round. Now the red on this, I think the red, although the Arden blue is cool, I think the red is a very Corsa red. Looks really cool. Coming around at the front, you've got this triangular grille at the front. It looks really cool though, with the VXR badge. Very cool private number plate as well. I do like the styling though. You can really tell these apart obviously from a normal Corsa. Coming around, this one actually has the upgraded 18-inch wheels. Brakes just behind it. I like the gills at the front on the front bumper as well. It looks really cool. Mirrors as well. I really like these mirrors. Obviously a Corsa VXR feature. Very aero. Got the Corsa VXR spoiler just up there, a bit more of an aggression. You can really tell the difference, especially from the rear end with the centre exhaust and sort of diffuser going round. You can really tell the difference from these and sort of a normal Corsa. Tinted rear lights as well from the factory, gills in the back bumper. Really cool look. Again, I do genuinely like the look of these cars. Going inside the car, really again, I like the interior, I genuinely do. Flat bottom steering wheel as a standard feature, piano black bits and bobs around the car, and again the pièce de résistance to the interior. These Recaro, I think they're CS, leave a comment below if I'm wrong, but the Recaro CS style, really cool. It's again standard feature in these. You can get them as an upgraded leather, This one's got the cloth and leather insert in the centre. Really, really cool though. And again, I genuinely do like the interior of these cars. The owner daily drives this car all the time. Daily drives it like mad. As you can see right behind me, maybe you can see, maybe you can't see, there's actually car seats in here as well. That's the best thing. Car seats, you can enjoy this, you can take your kids to school, you can take them to the shops, and then when you're on your own, you can just absolutely love life, B-road bashing in a Corsa VXR. That was the big idea. Hot hatches, I love that side of it. It's two sides again. It's another car with two sides. To fill this car up, you're looking at around £40–45 on your V-Power shell, but you're getting around 300 miles out of that, which I think is a pretty big selling point. You know, the 1.6 litre turbocharged engine is still good for, you know, 30 to 35 mpg if you so need it to be, but it has that side where you can really enjoy this, throw it around when you so wish to, and then, you know, put it in 6th gear because this has a 6-speed gearbox, and just poodle around town.
Watch. Second. Third. And then boost again. Watch. Yeah, just carry on. Boost again. See? You're having fun. You're having fun.
It does bloody go for 200 brake horsepower. Well, you know, and the reliability, mate.
I've been told it's a little bit over that, but
I'd say, you know, it's yeah. The thing is, the next thing for you, I think, is putting this on a dyno, put it on the rolling road, and seeing what you're, you know, getting. 192 from the factory, quite easy to get 200 with a couple of breather mods. And driving position as well, got to talk about the driving position.
Pretty all right.
You're not high up, not like Fiat 500 quite high up, but you're still immersed in, you're still very in the interior. And I do like the gear knob. It feels like you can grab it and smash it into gear if you fancy. Let's talk about reliability. That's the reason why people aren't buying these at the moment, even though they're like 3–4 grand for a, you know, quite a high mileage one. This one has had a really good life, but it's never had a gearbox, it's never had a piston, it's never had a gasket, nothing like that. So reliability in this car is right up there. Do not get me wrong, this doesn't go for every Corsa VXR out there, because most of them have been quite seriously abused in their earlier life. But it means if you do want one, go out there and pressure yourself to maybe pay a little bit more money for one with warranty. Again, I think having one of these with the sort of warranty, or having one that's, you know, been used properly rather than abused, is probably the way to go with it, because you don't want to be paying for pistons and gearboxes like my friend did. Sort of a testament to how good this car is if you're willing to really look after him. The owner himself looks after it all day long, and it's one of those things, if you're going to get one, look after it, but go and enjoy it at the same time. But find one that's right, find one that you can just drop a second gear, have a little fight from the front end, absolutely love life in it. You don't go to McDonald's in it, you go to KFC. There we go, guys. Don't go to McDonald's in your Corsa VXR. So guys, I hope you liked the video. I genuinely like these little Corsa VXRs, and again, price wise on one of these, you can get one for pretty cheap these days. They have not necessarily plummeted in price, I think, but you can get good value in one of these cars. So guys, I hope you liked the video. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. We'll see you all on the next video. Cheers guys.